You came to the best place on YouTube. Today we're going to do an explain and review on the Fiend Mills top load stem. So check it out, this stem's pretty dope. If it says I have it in stock, you better buy it up because we buy lots of these and these things just fly out the doors. But in this explain and review, I'm going to tell you everything about this stem, from how it's made to what colors it comes in and all the other little features about it. So yeah, let's get straight into it. If you like the videos, leave me a comment. We've been trying to do this point of view so that you can see up close and personal about the products and view it a way you can never view it on a lot of other websites or even the brand's website. So yeah, this stem comes in a box like so. So it comes in this box right here. It comes in this little nice little package. Going to the piece that comes in it, this is a little washer. You can use it to basically go on the top and be flush with the stem. You could put it underneath if you like, but mainly it's for this so that it's not flush, and then your fork cap can go on the top. So this stem is 6061 CNC'd aluminum. So that means that this used to be a block of aluminum. They melted a bunch of aluminum into a block shape, and they molded a square, and then they took that square and they got a machine with little bits on it, and it milled and cut. Well, it's pretty much like a drill, but it goes up and down and moves around, and it cuts away all the material, and then it leaves the last form. Then they usually deburr it, which is they cut all the little edges with the little tool. Then they may throw it in a tumbler, and then they may polish it or anodize it. This one looks like it was tumbled and then anodized. The finish is kind of a flat looking finish, almost semi-gloss black, semi-flat. It's kind of in between, but it just looks pretty dope and really solid. This stem definitely looks solid. So what I like about this stem is it's got a very thick slot right here. The reason why that's good is because when you tighten these bolts down, you want a good amount of clearance here so that the stem can pinch inward and grab your fork and not completely pinch tight, because if it pinches tight completely, it won't tighten up anymore and your bars will still move. So I think that's pretty cool. Another thing is that it's relatively thin and lightweight. See how it barely covers here, and then it goes up to the front, and it's relatively narrow to keep the weight down. And then if you look at the bottom down here, it's super heavy duty, super solid, and then it's got a cutout right here. Notice the threads go all the way to the bottom of the stem. That's so that your bolts don't stop or hit a messed up thread and then jack up your bolts, and then it's super hard to get the cap off. If you look inside of here, this stem is fully solid. It doesn't have any cutouts to create a super stiff stem so it doesn't twist or anything like that. Now you go to the cap. The cap's got this symmetrical cap. You can flip it either way, but it's got the big cutout right here. And then if you look at the side profile, it's pretty cut out, but it's got a small little curve to it. Kind of just gives it this nice little elegant looking style. If you look at the edges of the stem, notice how all the edges are knocked off. They're hit with like a chamfer 45, just a little bit to take it off. On the actual stem, it's rounded off, so that looks pretty sweet on there. All the way around, it's relatively smooth and just looks really clean. The little small details that I noticed is that they machined Fiending right into the cap. That thing looks pretty awesome. And then they use heat treated chromoly bolts. These are 6mm hex head bolts. So use a 6mm hex head tool and you can loosen or tighten these things up. The same thing with the ones on the sides. The side ones are opposite, so there's a bolt head and then a thread. This is kind of cool because they do that so that they have more thread meat right here, and the bolt can go in here, and then they do it on the opposite side to kind of help with the real estate, give it as much material as possible so you don't strip those bolts. It also has this recessed cap that I was showing you before. This is cool when you put your fork cap on. It actually sits flush if your fork cap isn't very thick, and it just gives the stem a super cool style. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you like this stem, pick it up from stackbmx.com. Hit me with any questions in the comments and I'll try to help you out.